Well, I guess I can only put this off for so long. So I'll do some work. But I don't think I like that dark band across there. I would like to lighten that. It can fade off to the right, that's fine. But methinks we would like it a little more, or to have a little more interest in it. As we work our way down. Okay, that's pretty coarse, that line, so let's just smooth it out a little bit. And we put a little dab in there. A little dab there. Take most of the paint off the brush. So actually unloading the brush. Guess that's not a term you hear too often in painting. Unloading the brush. Okay. All right. Now, we'll come a little bit forward. What if we started about there and laid in another line? Again, allowing the brush to dry up a little bit. My lines might be a little bit too straight. I don't mind if it does a bit of this. Just a bit. If it doesn't happen, it's okay too. So yes, I decided to go lighter in the foreground. And see how when I'm doing this, I'm actually, my brush is fairly perpendicular to the face of the painting. Maybe well, okay, maybe not perpendicular, but say 45 degrees off of the face of the painting. Let's just say that. Not that it's necessarily accurate number of degrees, but just for the sake of illustration. Then, when we wander off and do a long line, and we're not cutting in around things where it's important to force that paint into or over top of the texture, then we can take our brush and it becomes very parallel to the canvas. We're no longer out at 45 degrees. We're really maybe only 10 degrees off the surface. We're dragging it across. We're just letting the peaks of the existing paint, not applying much pressure on it. Oh, that's a bit blendy. We're kind of we're letting the existing texture on the canvas grab the paint that we're laying on there, rather than forcing the paint onto the canvas. We're letting the canvas do the grabbing. I think I'll go do that a little bit first. Okay, this is dry enough that I can put some pressure on it. If you lay it over the wet stuff like you are at that moment painting wet and wet, then yeah, you do need to lighten up a little bit. Okay, this corner, this right hand corner is becoming a little busier than I want it to be. And that blue, I'm not sure if I want that blue there. In fact, I'm pretty sure I don't. No, I don't need a whole bunch of vertical lines there. Okay, let me just mix up a little more of the warmer green. And let me also just pluck that bit of blue away. Okay, I think that's heading in the right direction again. A little more white to that. There, now that I'm going wet over wet, or wet in wet, we keep that brush pretty flat. Bit of debris, bit more debris. My signature is going to be down here. That will be enough texture. Why do I keep picking up junk here? My goodness. Probably shouldn't worry about it. I think we'll call that water finish. There's enough interest in there now without being overly complicated. Yeah, signature. And then, okay, I'm going to play on this mountain now. Well, okay. Mostly that's a study. So I'll probably put a signature on it and call it done. Certainly for the time being. It's going to live with me. It may become more of a painting in the future. We'll see. It'll give me some ideas though. It was really handling this mountainside that I was interested in doing. It's gone a little bit surrealistic and I like that just fine. Fun to make some of the detail a little more refined. So it's certainly changed from the broad, loose, brush-stroked study that I initially was intending to paint to what it is now. The water may get a highlight as well, you know, just one or two little sparkles directly below the lighter areas on that mountain. Okay, good for now. Thanks for watching.